What if the secret to aging isn't about fighting the clock, but about rewriting the rules of the game entirely? Imagine this, folks in their 70s and 80s hiking trails, cracking jokes and learning new tricks, radiating energy and zest, while others shuffle along, bogged down by creaky joints, foggy minds, and a life that feels more like a chore than a celebration. What's the magic trick that sets these paths apart? Is there a way to not just stretch your years, but pack them with strength, sharpness, and a grin that says, "I've still got it"? You bet there is. And it's not locked in some fancy lab or hidden behind a paywall. I used to think growing old meant winding down, until a heart-to-heart with Dr. Sarah Mitchell, a wellness guru with 30 years of digging into what keeps us ticking, blew that myth wide open. She handed me 6 golden habits that science swears by, simple, powerful moves that can turn your later years into a masterpiece. Hang tight until the end, because the 6th habit is so off the radar, it's got experts buzzing and rethinking everything they thought they knew. These aren't just ideas. They're your blueprint to not just enduring aging, but rocking it with vigor and joy. Before we jump in, if you're pumped to make your golden years truly golden, smash that like button. It helps get this wisdom out there. Not subscribed yet? Hit that button and ring the bell so you're in on every gem we drop. Loving this? Drop a 1 in the comments. Not feeling it? A 0 tells me where to step up. Ready to uncover the 6 golden habits that'll keep you thriving as the years roll on? Let's roll. Let's kick things off with a habit so classic, so quietly powerful, it's like striking gold without even digging. Walking. If you're already stepping out daily, rain or shine, morning or dusk, give yourself a big, hearty pat on the back, because you're onto something brilliant, something that's weaving health and happiness into your life one stride at a time. I'll admit, I didn't always see it that way. Walking, to me, it was a chore. Trudge to the mailbox, shuffle to the store, just another box to check off the day's list. That was until Dr. Sarah Mitchell flipped a switch in my head with a single simple truth. Every step isn't just movement. It's a love tap to your body, a soft whisper to your soul that says, "Hey, you're still here, still alive, still kicking." And there's so much more to see. It's not about getting somewhere. It's about claiming your day, owning your space in the world, one deliberate, defiant stride at a time. Haven't made it a habit yet? Don't sweat it. Today's your golden ticket to start. You don't need a gym pass, a pair of high-tech sneakers, or a personal trainer barking orders. Just you, the open air, and a spark of willingness to move. Slip on whatever shoes you've got and step outside, take a deep breath that fills your lungs with life, and feel your feet connect with the earth. Let your heart sync up to the rhythm, thump, 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 like a drum beat, reminding you you're still in the game. The American Heart Association backs this up with cold, hard numbers. Walking regularly can slash your heart disease risk by a stunning 35%. That's your ticker, humming a happy tune with every step, pumping blood like a well-oiled machine, delivering oxygen and vitality to every corner of you. But it's not just your heart. It's your whole system getting a tune-up. Blood sugar stays chill, blood pressure settles down, and those sneaky extra pounds, they don't stand a chance. Walking kicks diabetes and obesity to the curb before they can settle in. Here's where it gets downright delicious. Walking's not just a body booster, it's a soul lifter, a mood shifter that sneaks up on you with a grin. Those endorphins, your brain's little happy sparks, start dancing the minute you move, washing away stress like a warm rain on a dusty, cracked road. I've felt it myself time and again. Life piles up, bills, worries, that endless to-do list, and I hit my breaking point. So I lace up, take a 10-minute loop around my neighborhood, wind tugging at my hair, birds chattering overhead, and it's like someone hit reset. I'm lighter, brighter, breathing deeper, smiling without even trying. Last week, I dodged a downpour by ducking under a tree, watched the raindrops plink off leaves, and felt peace settle in like an old friend. That's the magic. Walking doesn't just move you, it heals you, bit by bit. Don't feel like going solo. Don't grab a partner in crime. Drag a friend, your spouse, your kid, or that furry four-legged buddy who's always up for an adventure. Picture this, you and your best pal strolling side by side, swapping stories about the dumb stuff you did in your 20s, giggling until your sides ache as the steps pile up unnoticed. Last month, I roped my neighbor Sue into a walk. We ended up lost in a chat about her grandkids, the sunset painting the sky orange, and an hour flew by like nothing. It's not just it's a heart-to-heart, a connection stitched into every stride. Even my dog Max gets in on it, tail wagging, nose sniffing every blade of grass, and I'm laughing at his antics, forgetting the day's grind. Start wherever you are, literally. A lap around the block, a jaunt down the driveway, a shuffle to the corner and back. Ditch the phone, trust me, those notifications can wait, and soak in the world, leaves rustling like nature's applause, kids shrieking with joy in the distance, the sun warming your face like a gentle hug. It's not about racking up miles or breaking speed records. It's about showing up for yourself, saying, I'm worth this. 5 minutes if that's all you've got, an hour if you're feeling it. Every step's a victory, a quiet vow to keep your engine humming, your spirit soaring. I started with a measly stroll to my mailbox. Felt silly at first, like what's the point? But now I'm hooked, craving that lift it gives me. Step out today, feel the rhythm, taste the air, and let walking weave its gold into your life. Next up, what's landing on your plate? Or let's be real, sometimes your fork if you can find it amid the chaos of aging. I'll confess, there was a time when eating felt like a riddle I didn't care to solve. Where'd I stash that utensil? Who cares? I just grab a burger and fries or nuke a frozen pizza and call it a night. Quick, easy, zero thought, until Dr. Sarah Mitchell sat me down and dropped a truth bomb that still echoes in my head. Food isn't just something to shove in your face to stop the growling. It's the fuel that decides whether you glide through your golden years like a freshly tuned sports car or hobble along like a rusty old jalopy coughing smoke with every turn. I used to think nutrition was for the health nuts, those folks sipping green sludge and preaching about quinoa like it's the second coming. But here's the kicker. It's not about torturing yourself. It's about stacking your plate with the raw materials of a life that keeps humming, vibrant, strong, and downright joyful. Let's get one thing straight. Healthy eating isn't a life sentence to a dungeon of deprivation. You don't have to chain yourself to a diet of celery sticks and water, swearing off chocolate cake until your last breath. It's about falling in love with real, honest-to-goodness food, the kind that doesn't come with a chemistry textbook for an ingredient list. Picture this, a crisp carrot snapping between your teeth, the burst of a sweet strawberry on your tongue, a bowl of hearty oats warming your belly, a piece of grilled salmon flaking apart with a drizzle of golden olive oil. These aren't just bites, they're your body's dream team. It's loyal crew working overtime to keep your heart beating strong, your bones standing firm, and your brain firing like it's still got a full tank of guan. These foods are your allies, your partners in crime against the slow creep of age. On the flip side, processed junk, that's the shady character lurking in the shadows. Sugary sodas, salty chips, greasy drive-through burgers. They're traps that pile on pounds faster than you can scroll through a YouTube ad. Load up on those, and you're not just inviting a tighter waistband. You're rolling out a plush red carpet for heart disease, diabetes, and a whole parade of uninvited guests you'd rather kick to the curb. Your brain's in this fight too. It's not just your belly begging for the good stuff. I was floored when Dr. Mitchell pointed me to a Cleveland Clinic study. A diet rich in nutrients can slash your dementia risk by a whopping 25%. That's right, stock up on leafy spinach, crunchy almonds, and omega-packed tuna. And you're not just eating. You're arming yourself to keep crushing trivia night with your buddies or remembering where you parked the car without a frantic search. I started tossing berries into my oatmeal after that chat, Tiny bursts of flavor that feel like a secret weapon against the brain fog I'd started to dread. And let's talk about your gut, because nobody wants their insides staging a sit-in. Fiber's your unsung hero here. Think beans that fill you up, apples that crunch with every bite, whole grains that stick to your ribs. They're like traffic cops down there, keeping everything flowing smooth. No backups, no drama. I learned this the hard way. Too many burger runs left me sluggish and stuck, but a bowl of lentils turned that around fast. Water's your quiet MVP too. Don't sleep on it. Aging can dull your thirst, but your body's still crying for it. It's like oil in an engine, keeps your skin soft, your energy humming, your kidneys purring. I used to chug cola like it was my job, sugar in a can, what a scam, until I swapped it for water with a lemon twist or a soothing mint tea. It's not boring, it's refreshing, like a cool breeze on a sticky day. Sugary drinks? They're liquid sabotage. Ditch them and feel the difference. So how do you make this stick without feeling like you're punishing yourself? Here's my trick. Plan it like a heist. I used to wing it, grab whatever's closest when hunger hit, and end up with a greasy bag of regret. Now I stash snacks like a squirrel prepping for winter. A handful of nuts instead of chips, an apple instead of a candy bar. Dinners, I grill chicken or roast veggies instead of dialing for takeout. It's like setting a trap for success, and temptation doesn't stand a chance. Cooking's turned into my playground too. Toss some garlic here, a pinch of spice there, and suddenly I'm savoring every bite. Proud I made it myself. You don't need a chef's hat, just a pan and a little curiosity. Start small. Add a banana to breakfast, swap white bread for a whole grain slice, trade soda for a glass of water. It's not a chore, it's a pact with your future self, a promise that you'll wake up feeling lighter, sharper, ready to tackle whatever the day throws at you. I'll level with you. I didn't flip a switch overnight. First week I grumbled, missed my fries, craved that sugar rush. But a month in, my energy's steady, my jeans fit better, and I'm not winded chasing the dog. Food's not just fuel, it's your ticket to a body that says, I'm still in this game. Open your fridge today, swap one thing out and take that first step. You're not just eating, you're building a life that glows. Let's shift gears to the engine upstairs. Your headspace, your mind, that buzzing powerhouse that's been steering you through life's wild ride. It's not just your legs that need a workout. Your brain craves action too, hungers for it like a kid eyeing a candy store. I used to let mine coast, hours melting into sitcom reruns, my biggest mental lift flipping channels, until Dr. Sarah Mitchell snapped me out of that haze with a truth that hit like a lightning bolt. A busy mind isn't just a luxury, it's your armor against the slow blur of time, your shield against the fog that creeps in as the years stack up. It's not about turning into Einstein overnight or dazzling folks with your IQ. It's about keeping the lights on up there, the gears turning, the spark alive so you're still you, sharp and ready, no matter what the calendar says. Reading's your express lane to that sharpness, pure, unfiltered brain fuel. Dive into a thriller, and you're racing alongside the detective, piecing clues like a puzzle master. Crack open a biography, and you're shoulder to shoulder with giants of history, soaking up their grit and genius. It's not just words on a page. It sharpens your focus like a laser, stretches your smarts like a rubber band, keeps your mind elastic and alive. I started with a dog-eared mystery novel I found in a thrift shop. Couldn't put it down. And by the end, I felt my brain stretch, wake up, hum with new energy. No time for a 500-page epic? No problem. Snag a newspaper, skim an article, linger over a poem, anything that stirs your thoughts, that nudges your neurons to dance. Puzzles are pure gold too, crosswords that twist your tongue, jigsaws that test your patience, card games that tease your strategy. They're like push-ups for your brain cells, pumping up memory, quickening your wit with every move. I got hooked on Sudoku last year, scribbling numbers in the morning, grinning when it clicked, and I swear I'm faster on my feet mentally now. Learning's where the real fireworks pop off. I took up knitting, needles, yarn, me a total rookie, and my brain's been buzzing ever since, untangling knots and patterns like it's solving a riddle. It's not the scarf, still lopsided by the way. It's the thrill of figuring it out, the jolt of new connections firing up. Try anything, a language that rolls off your tongue funny at first, a dance step that trips you up till it doesn't, a recipe that's all trial and error. Every fresh challenge keeps you nimble, keeps those mental cobwebs at bay. I tried Spanish a while back, hola, adios, stumbling over every word, and now I'm ordering tacos like a pro, brain buzzing with pride. Talking's a sleeper hit too. Swap stories with pals over a steaming mug of tea, debate the ending of that movie you saw, and you're sharpening up without even noticing. I chat with my buddy Frank every Thursday. Old tales, new gripes, and I walk away clearer, quicker, every time. Meditation's my secret weapon. 5 minutes, deep breaths, eyes closed, and my head's clear as glass, like someone wiped the smudges off a window. Research backs it. Studies say it boosts recall by 20%, cuts stress like a knife through butter, keeps your mind steady when life's a whirlwind. I started after a rough week, couldn't focus, forgetting names left and right, and those quiet moments brought me back, grounded me, sharpened me. It's not woo-woo, it's science, and it's gold. Kick it off easy. Read a headline while the coffee brews, tackle a riddle over lunch, sit still and breathe for a minute. It's not a test or a race, it's a playground for your mind, a sandbox where you build castles of clarity and confidence. I'll be real, I was skeptical at first, thought my brain was fine coasting. But then I'd blank on a friend's birthday, lose my train of thought mid-sentence, and panic set in. So I started small, 5 pages of a book, a quick puzzle, and it snowballed. Now I am devouring novels, cracking codes, chatting up a storm, and I feel 10 years younger up top. A sharp mind's your edge, not just keeping up, but thriving, owning every moment with a clarity that hums. Don't let it rust. Pick up a book, a pen, a conversation today, and feel your brain light up like a firework. Strength training's your next golden nugget, and if you're already flexing those muscles, hats off, you're not just exercising. You're building a fortress for your future. One that stands tall and pushes back against the wear of time. I'll be honest, I used to roll my eyes at the idea. Lifting? That's for the gym bros with tank tops and protein shakes, not for me, right? I was perfectly happy strolling along thinking my walks were enough, until Dr. Sarah Mitchell pulled me aside and shattered that illusion. She didn't mince words. Strength training isn't about vanity or showing off. It's aging's arch enemy, the secret weapon that keeps you in the driver's seat of your life day after day, year after year. It's not about bulking up to impress the mirror. It's about holding your own, whether you're lugging a suitcase up the stairs, wrestling a stubborn jar open, or just standing up without that little groan sneaking out. Here's the deal. After 60, your muscles start slipping away. Sneaky little thieves called sarcopenia creep in, and before you know it, you're weaker than you were, struggling with bags that used to feel light as a feather. I didn't notice it at first, thought it was just getting older, until I couldn't hoist my grandson's bike into the shed without a huff and a puff. Dr. Mitchell laid it out. Strength work doesn't just slow that loss, it slams on the brakes, pumps the reform, and rebuilds what's fading. You don't need a gym membership or a rack of dumbbells. Your own body's got everything you need to start. Try this. Ease into a squat like you're settling into an invisible chair. 10 reps, feel your legs wake up, buzzing with life. Grab a couple of soup cans or water bottles. Curl them up to your shoulders, your arms perk up, ready to tackle anything. Wall push-ups are my go-to. Lean in, press off, and your chest and shoulders thank you with every daily win. Planks? Drop to your knees or hold it full out. Brace your core like you're forging a steel wall down your middle. Unshakable, solid. It's not just muscles, your bones are cheering too. Lifting, even light stuff, builds density, like laying bricks in a wall to keep it from crumbling. Osteoporosis? That brittle bone bandit doesn't stand a chance when you're stacking strength. I was stunned when Dr. Mitchell showed me the stats. Regular strength work cuts fracture risk by 30%, keeping you upright and out of the ER. And balance. Oh, balance loves this game. Strong legs, a tight core. They're your safety net, catching you before a stumble turns into a sprawl. I learned this the hard way. Tripped over my dog one rainy day, flailed like a cartoon character, and barely stayed up. That was my wake-up call. Started with chair squats, up, down, slow and steady, and 2 months later, I'm walking like I've got springs in my step. No wobble in sight. You don't need a fancy setup. Your living room's your gym, your kitchen's your weight rack. 5 minutes a day, slow, sure, deliberate. And you're not just sweating. You're carving out a future where you don't need a hand to stand, where you're the one helping, not being helped. I started small, 5 squats while the coffee brewed, a few curls with a milk jug, and it's like I've rebuilt my foundation, brick by brick. No trainer barking orders, no pricey gear, just me, my body, and a little grit. Bones tougher, balance sharper, energy higher. It's not exercise, it's a declaration of independence, a stake in the ground that says, I'm not done yet. Don't let the word training scare you. It's not about pushing until you collapse. Start where you are. 3 reps if that's your max, a chair for support if you need it. I fumbled at first, legs shaky, form wobbly, but every day got easier. Every lift felt stronger. Now I'm tossing a ball with my grandkids, not watching from the sidelines. It's not sweat for sweat's sake. It's freedom. One move at a time. Dust off that can, step up today. Your body's ready to fight back. Here's one that hits hard and deep. Social bonds, those invisible threads that tie us to the people who light up our world. Loneliness is a sneaky, ruthless thief. It doesn't just nibble at your edges, it steals your spark, dims your days, and leaves you feeling like a lantern flickering out in the wind. I've been there, bunkered down in my own little fortress, thinking solo was fine, until Dr. Sarah Mitchell grabbed me by the shoulders, figuratively, but I felt it, and laid it bare. Connection isn't some fluffy bonus, it's the antidote, the blazing fire that keeps your soul roaring when the years start piling up. Friends, family, even a nod to the mailman. They're not just nice-to-haves. They're your lifeline, your tether to a life that doesn't just limp along, but shines bright and bold. Isolation's a brutal beast. I didn't see it creeping up until it had me in its grip. Days alone turned into weeks, and I'd sit there, TV droning, wondering why I felt so heavy, so hollow. Mood sinks first, gray clouds settle in, and you're snappy, tired, lost in your head. Then your body follows, stress spikes, sleep falters, and suddenly you're catching every bug that floats by. Dr. Mitchell pointed me to a Harvard study that stopped me cold. Folks who stay connected live 45% longer than those who don't. 45%. That's not a typo, it's a wake-up call. Chats over coffee with buddies, tight hugs from your kids, a quick hey to the neighbor watering her roses. It's not just warm fuzzies, it's medicine, pure and simple. It keeps your brain clicking, your heart brimming, your spirit lifted when the world tries to weigh it down. I started texting my old college crew every Sunday. Dumb jokes, old stories, instant grins, and it's like someone flipped a switch. I'm lighter, laughing, alive again. It's not just talk. Your brain thrives on this stuff. Every laugh shared, every story swapped. It's like a workout for your neurons, keeping them sharp and spry. Loneliness fogs you up, cuts your focus, dims your recall, but connection's the fog lifter. I noticed it after a month of regular calls. Names stick, ideas flow. I'm not fumbling for words like I used to. Your body's in on it too. Social ties juice up your immune system, tame inflammation, keep your ticker steady. Dr. Mitchell said it best. We're wired for this. We're pack animals, not lone wolves. Cut yourself off and you're starving that wiring. Plug back in and you're electric. Join a group, cards, books, whatever. Help out at a soup kitchen. Belt out a tune with a choir. Every link you forge is a lifeline, a thread in a tapestry that holds you together when life frays at the edges. Don't wait for an invite. Make it happen. I used to sit by the phone expecting it to ring. Dumb move. Now I act. Call my brother, scribble a postcard to my cousin, wave at the guy across the street. Online's fair game too. Zoom with my niece, banter in a gardening forum. It's not just words. It's weaving a net of joy that catches me when I stumble. Start small. Smile at the cashier. Plan a lunch with a pal you've lost touch with. I did that last week. Met my old coworker Dave at a diner, swapped tales over pancakes, and walked out feeling 10 feet tall. It's not about grand gestures. It's the little knots, tight, warm, unbreakable, that glue you to a life that sparkles. I'll admit, stepping out felt awkward at first, rusty, like a hinge that hadn't moved in years. What if they don't want to talk? What if I've got nothing to say? But every hello got easier, every chat richer. Now I've got a standing coffee date with my neighbor. Two old guys griping about the weather, laughing till our sides ache. It's not just passing time, it's filling it, lighting it up. Don't let loneliness win. Reach out today, tie one knot, and feel your world expand. You're not just connecting, you're building a life that glows from the inside out. Last up, the curveball that'll knock your socks off. Sleep. Didn't see that sneaking into the lineup, did you? I sure didn't. I used to burn the midnight oil like it was a badge of honor, scrolling my phone till my eyes blurred, thinking sleep was for the weak. That was until Dr. Sarah Mitchell dropped a bombshell that rocked my world. Sleep isn't just a break. It's your stealth ninja for aging well, a quiet powerhouse that experts are still unraveling in awe. They're stunned. Great rest doesn't just recharge you, it rewinds your body's wear and tear like a time machine on silent mode, stitching you back together while you're dreaming of beaches or beating that high score from 80 feet. Here's the scoop. After 60, sleep gets squirrely, lighter, shorter, harder to snag. But it's pure platinum when you get it right. It's not just shutting your eyes, it's your body's nightly repair crew clocking in, mending sore muscles from that walk you took, clearing the mental clutter that's been piling up like junk mail, steadying your hormones so you're not a grumpy mess the next day. I used to skimp 4 or 5 hours tops, figuring coffee could carry me. Big mistake. I'd drag through the day, snapping at the cat, catching every cold that floated by, moving like my joints were glued together. Dr. Mitchell set me straight. Skimp on sleep and you're handing your health a one-way ticket to Breakdown City. More colds, higher stress, a brain that's mush. The National Sleep Foundation backs it up. 7 to 8 hours a night slashes your disease risk by 25%, from heart trouble to diabetes. 25%, that's not a typo. It's a game changer. I tested it myself, cut the late night screen glow, swapped doom scrolling for a cup of chamomile tea, and I'm out cold in minutes, sleeping like a buck for the first time in years. It's not just the hours, it's the quality. Wake up and I'm not groggy, I'm fresh, like someone hit the reset button on my whole system. Naps are my new best friend too. 30 minutes on the couch after lunch, and I'm back in the ring, ready to tackle the afternoon without that midday slump. I used to scoff at naps, thought they were for toddlers or retirees with nothing better to do. But now they're gold, little pockets of recharge that keep me humming when the day tries to wear me down. Last week I napped after raking leaves. Woke up and I was out there pruning bushes like it was nothing. Set it up right and sleep's your ally. Dark room, curtains drawn tight, no streetlights sneaking in. cozy bed, soft sheets, a pillow that cradles your head like a cloud. Lavender's my trick. Few drops on my wrist, and it's like a lullaby for my nerves, calming me down like a charm. No screens an hour before, phone off, TV silent, and the difference is night and day. I used to lie there, mind racing, replaying every worry, bills, kids, that creak in the stairs, but now I sip tea, read a page, and drift off like I'm floating on a raft. It's not slacking or laziness, it's rebuilding your core, cell by cell, night after night, your body's secret shift working overtime while you're out cold. Don't believe the hype that less is more. I did, and I paid for it. Bags under my eyes, temper short, forgetting where I parked the car, sleep deprivation's a thief, and I was his willing mark. Started aiming for 7 hours, tough at first, tossing and turning, but I stuck with it. A month in, I'm sharper, steadier, smiling more. My wife noticed, says I'm not growling at breakfast anymore, and I've got pep in my step she hasn't seen in years. Sleep's the dark horse nobody bets on. Miss it, and you're limping through life, half awake, half alive. Nail it, and you're unstoppable. A force rolling into your days with energy to burn. Start tonight. Dim the lights, brew that tea, let sleep work its magic. You'll wake up and wonder why you ever cheated yourself out of this gold. So what's the heart of it all? Aging's not a fade out, it's your stage. And these 6 habits are your spotlight. Walking fuels you, eating powers you, a keen mind lifts you, strength steadies you, connection warms you, sleep renews you. They're not rules, they're your roar against the fade, your path to a life that crackles with purpose and punch. Which one's yours? Feet restless? Mind itching? Soul craving a call? Spill it in the comments. I'm all ears. If this sparked you, drop a 1 and pass it to someone who'd glow with it. Not your thing? A 0 keeps me sharp. Thanks for sticking it out. Subscribe, hit the bell, and let's age bold and badass. Catch you next time.